is there a feeling of having loads of pent-up energy? You know, the 24 hours a game are kind of so anxiety-inducing, or so much like he said he's got a feeling of banging his head against a wall. Did you feel that?
It sounds like him. Yeah, it was frustrating. It's funny, I just used those exact words. But I suppose it's really given us energy coming into this week. I think we spoke there at the end of that session. That's one of the best sessions we've had all year, if not the best. So there's a lot of energy flying around the place. I'm glad we can take it in there, and hopefully we're fresh for the weekend to sort of rip into Munster.
As a player, how does going from Ulster to Munster does anything change for you? Do you have to just repurpose your energy depending on the opponent?
You obviously tactically have to change team to team each week. It's another Irish team, so there is certain similarities there in how they run sort of their shape and systems of squareness and stuff like that. It's like any team, you switch week to week, but it was a weird thing. I found it strange. I'd had sort of 3 or 4 pages written out my book on Ulster. I'm like, right, well, I'm gonna have to come back to these later on in the season, aren't I? So hopefully I've done all the homework so that when we come into Ulster and whenever we play them, it's there to be done.
Is that the fact that they've kind of had a lot of changes with experienced players leaving, a new coach? It's a kind of different side to the one that you beat last year, do you feel?
There's still a lot of the same core players there. I wouldn't say it's too dissimilar. The pack's not too dissimilar from what we played against last year, I don't think. There'll be obviously the odd few people, but yeah, there'll be little things, but they still have the same DNA. It's something we'll obviously be going after.
And so you'll remember the last year's victory. What does that do to you? Is it kind of avoiding being complacent? Because it was a very close game, but in that first half you almost ran away with it.
I said it over there. We just really used that as a catalyst last year. We obviously, ironically, came off a loss from Edinburgh last year and used that as a bit of catalyst to propel ourselves in the season. And we've just come off a loss, obviously missing the Ulster game out. We've come off a loss from Edinburgh at the deck, so we can really use that as a catalyst to sort of go forward and hopefully get a win away in court.
In your mind, does this season feel different to previous seasons? Has anything changed in terms of just being around the club?
Yeah, we've all sort of spoke about it. It's definitely the best environment. I've been in these 6 years now. It's the best environment that we felt. We've got a real sort of it just feels like we're really aligned as a playing group. In the Zebra game there was the odd thing that went wrong, but as a collective message on what we want to do, we've never been tight, I would say, on and off the field. So hopefully we can, get the rust off and really put that into the game this week and show everyone watching.
Off the back of kind of last time you played Munster, what are you expecting from them specifically? What is it that they bring that you need to be wary of and need to counter?
A lot of options. They're a team that play at the line. I know their new coach will have brought different shapes and stuff like that, and a bit of that sort of Kiwi flair. But yeah, they're a very connected team with multi options. So you just have to, just keep yourself open and read everything.
In terms of the second row depth, a lot of kind of internationals competing for places, including yourself. Yeah. What does that do for you as a player in terms of your development?
It's a great thing. Not even looking internationally, you've got 4 guys that have played international rugby at lock at this club in the past sort of year or two. So at the end of the day, the better the competition is at your club, the better the competition is internationally, the better performance I need to bring each week. So again, it's just a motivator on the back of it. But we're all trying the thing I enjoy about this club is there's so many little things that we're all better than the other person at, but we're all trying to teach the other person that. So we're all collectively getting better, which hopefully should, all put us in the best place possible.
What do you feel? Have you noticed anything changing in your game over the last few years? Have you felt new dimensions added, or has it been kind of strengthening the things you already knew?
Yeah, I've tried to add layers. You always do. Something I've always had from a young age is sort of that ability around the contact area, especially around breakdowns, stuff like that, attack and defence. So I've just tried to develop my ball carry a little bit more, and then handling as well and line outs. There's a lot you can add layers to, but it's just trying to, not just be that one-dimensional player, add layers and sort of be a jack of all trades, but still always know what got you to where you are. So for me, it's knowing those physical areas I need to perform there at my best.
Have you set yourself any targets for this season? Personal kind of goals or ambitions?
I think where we're at, it's just take each block as it comes. I want to play my best rugby, and then hopefully try to get picked for the autumn. That's the goal. And then I like to look at things in a process way. I need to play my best before. If I get picked, I need to then train my best and then get picked to play. So it's trying to just do it all in blocks across the year, and hopefully you look at a couple of years on and stuff like that, it all just sort of falls in place like dominoes.
The kind of Scotland squad, the autumn internationals, have you had recent conversations about what it is you need to do to get yourself back in there?
There's always back and forth whenever you see coaches, had a little bit around ball carrying, stuff like that. Just try to strengthen that even more, because if that's an area I can sort of go at. But I feel like there's always a little conversation. I think tomorrow I've got a little bit of a catch up and stuff like that, just to go over a couple of things, see what they want me to improve on, and yeah.
What would it mean to you to be back in that squad going into November internationals?
It's the biggest goal, isn't it? It's a massive thing, and it's why you play the game, to represent your country, isn't it? And it's been, how long is it now? Nearly 5 years since I've run out of Scottish Gas Murrayfield, so to go out there again would be massive.